G'day, today in episode 500 of Trent365, I've got a couple of tickets to give away to an online spa conference. G'day. Okay, so it is the big 500, a big milestone, I reckon. I mean, that means 500 consecutive days of posting information, ideas, news, insights, inspirations, and I reckon that's a pretty big deal. So, as I've mentioned before, I think it's important to celebrate the milestones. And so what I've got is a couple of tickets to give away to an online spa conference that I'll be speaking at in a couple of weeks. Now, you might have heard, I guess it was a year or so ago now, I spoke about the value proposition of spa conferences because I'd just come back after a couple of events, realizing how much time and money had been invested in me getting to these events. And, it kind of struck me at the time that information and networking are the two main priorities of a conference, and surely the internet would be a good place to do a lot of that stuff. And interestingly enough now, the Spa Education Academy, which is a business run by Catherine Douthwaite-Blay, has now got an online spa conference. And Catherine's asked me to speak at the event, which I'm actually pretty excited to do. So this is going down on the 22nd of May. It's 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. BST time, which is essentially London time. I believe it's £50 for a ticket, but if you stay tuned for just a minute or two, I'll tell you how you can get one of the two tickets that I've got to give away. Catherine's been kind enough to give me a couple of tickets to give away to those people that want to answer a couple of these questions. There's 4 speakers in total. I am one of 4. There's Catherine Buck of the Wellness for Cancer Association. There's Tracy Stapleton from the Spa PR Company, Catherine Moore from Spa Connectors, and myself. So it will be an interesting event one way or another. I've never done anything like it. I'm honestly not even sure how it's supposed to work, but I'm sure we'll work it out. Catherine and I are getting on a call next week to try and work out exactly what we need to do. So again, May 22nd, 9:30 a.m., 2:30 p.m. BST time, that's London time, £50 for a ticket. I'll put a link to how to subscribe, how to buy a ticket to the event in the notes below. But if you wanted to win one of the 2 tickets we've got to give away, there's one of 2 questions that you can answer for me. And then Catherine and I will use our very complex algorithm. In other words, we'll just sort of pick the one we like to decide which 2 people get the 2 tickets. And those 2 questions that we want to ask is, first of all, what would you like the Spa Education Academy to offer in terms of their online courses? What specific things would you like them to offer as part of their courses? That's one of the questions you can answer. The other question you can answer is, what would you like me to speak about specifically when I speak at this event in a couple of weeks? So answer one or either of those questions, one or the other of those questions, or both if you like, for that matter. And you need to answer that in the comments on LinkedIn. So head on over to LinkedIn if you're not there already. Get onto the note section for this particular episode, episode 500, into the discussion, into the comment section, and tell me what you think you would like me to speak about at the event, any specific topics you'd like me to cover, and I'll find a way to weave those into the presentation. And also, what would you like the Spa Education Academy to offer as part of their online courses? So give me those questions. I'll give it a couple of days to people get their comments in, and then Catherine and I will make a decision in the next couple of days and announce it here on the show as well. Alrighty, that is it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for tuning in for all 500 episodes if you have. And if you have, please let me know. And if you've missed any, please let me know. I'm happy to send you the links to the rest. But in all seriousness, I do thank you for your support over the duration of the last, I guess, year and a half or so now, and look forward to continuing it for another 500 or even more. Alrighty, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.